My mother drives me to morning appointments. 9 AM is hours before I have settled into body, but appointments are dictated and take 3 weeks to make. My frustration often misfires in driver's direction. She blinks it away like compliments. Eyes on handbrake, mind on breathing, doors hold me hostage while one-way conversation clouds the glass. She knows the car is the only time I can't wriggle out with excuses. She talks traumatic labour and the links to mental health, working mothers and the links to mental health, childhood glandular fever and the links to mental health. She talks herself into blame, something passed down woman to woman. My gran stood strongest in her kitchen, gravy misted window, pirate's bowl, big as me, full of lard. Food was her heart, and the way to a man was she baked that on my skin early. Feed, stuff, fill. Feed the men, keep 'em happy. When Grandad came back from the prisoner of war camp, she put him in intensive care with a Sunday dinner. Girls like me were raised where boys will be boys, taught to please, taught to thank you. Rebelled into troubled teens, stuck labels to our uniforms, danced on glass ceiling underage in nightclubs while boys looked up at our knickers. A girl grew, resigned herself to this being life. Head wedged under Porcelain, he tries to persuade whiskey dick in the mouth dry hole. He was a nice guy. Stuck out his bottom lip. He was a nice guy, said please. He was a nice guy, wore a condom, please. No is not a comfortable word for her. Polite smile, change of subject. He thumbed in pink flesh, and she watched pubes of dust bunnies quiver hokey pokey in each breath. Thought about the first nice guy who took when she wouldn't give. Sweat fresh off stage, another nice guy talks at me while I try and swerve hand and eyes to locate exit. I smile small talk and nod modest while planning escape route and trying to remain open to the fact that this man may not be trying to harm me. It is something I remind myself daily, not all men, not all men, not all men. Later, as I let safety of home wrap around unfolding body, I scroll past an article declaring Me Too has made it a difficult time to be a man. Men talk through headphones, raised books, locked doors. I stay inside duvet. When I make it out, I walk the dog who knows to pull me to ground when I can't breathe. A man stops us, tells me how I could train him better. The job centre is dull Velcro carpet. Chairs picked apart by sanctioned fingertips, no dogs allowed. Large windows boxed grey by towering buildings, vulture hot desk, circle waiting area. There is so much talk and noise and movement, and the man opposite is trying to catch my eye, and I realise I am crying, and I don't want to be alive enough to make it worth coming here. The history my dad taught me was man's, and the women in the history books were burnt, raped, tortured, pillaged, drowned, locked in mother and baby homes, asylums, prisons. Now we are lost in paperwork, legislation, misogyny, poverty, patriarchy, locked in own homes by government benefit cuts pushed to the side. We are mansplained. In a lecture hall, a group of female drama students hanging from the night before present a PowerPoint. They talk about hysteria, how it was thought a wandering womb was the cause of a woman's madness and bitches be crazy after all. We are shown black and white images of women in nightgowns, wailing, gritted teeth wombs jangling about their delicate lady bodies. I look down at thick thighs. Imagine womb bouncing toe to calf. Our lecturer dismissed it as irrelevant. It is the only of his lectures I remember.